Hello adventurers, welcome back to another Old Dan Adventures, and we are here at Fort Chadbourne today. We're going to explore this building and the other existing buildings that they have that they've kept up on. This is a non-profit, and it's kept up by donations. So when you come here, they suggest at least $10 per person for a donation, and I think it's like $5 for children, but it's a good place to also come and visit. So start here in front of this statue, and then we're going to work our way over to here and then go inside and take a look at what all they have. So we're going to walk down this way. They got two memorials in the beginning before we head inside that we'll go take a look at real quick. Haven't been here before, so this is my first time being here. So it ought to be a really good adventure today. Hope you all enjoy it. Might be a two-part. It depends on how long it takes. They suggest at least an hour and a half to 2 hours, but we'll see what happens today. So we make our way around to this first memorial right here. This is the Gold Star Family Memorial. And then here's a plaque of the following donors for this project. And we walk in right here and you see this nice big memorial right here. Homeland, Family, Patriot, Sacrifice. Alright guys, we'll head over to this other little memorial right next to it. A nice little path here. Walk down this nice little path, got little chains, little stars on top. And this is a circle of honor, and they have little stones around it. These are the different plaques honoring the different medals of honor. Alright, we have one more little plaque over here off to the side, and then we'll head inside the visitor center. Walk down this little path here. This is the Fort Chadbourne Memorial, dedicated to the soldiers who lost their lives while serving on the Texas frontier. Alright guys, now we'll go ahead and head inside the visitor center and continue our tour.
We'll get started in archaeology. We'll go over some of our artifacts and what the buildings were made of. drag your finger across that to unveil artifacts. Once you find one, you can double tap it to see the appears.
Sweet. Yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Then you like a chat video. That's pretty cool. That is pretty good. Oh, wow. Construction, how they did it. That's pretty neat.
No, they didn't do that here. They did just stuff more sandstone in between the walls. That worked pretty well.
Tools of trade. They put a happy face on a dirt mound.
You got to be kidding. That's so funny.
That's oh wow, they're gonna go this already apart.
The 36 Navy Colt. It was pretty common for officers to have that as their sidearm back in the day.
Are these like the actual ones or just kind of like the replica?
Those are actual 22s. Those were kids' toys back in the day. So instead of giving kids BB guns, you usually give them 22s.
Wow. So they did shoot actual little bullets?
Yep, they shot real bullets.
Wow, that's crazy. Roller skates.
They also weren't too far off from actually working at places, so.
Yeah.
And chances are they probably already were working with the mines or something like that. Out in the forum.
Well, that looks like John Wayne back there. Bunch of shoes and
That's a small part of one of the family members' doll collections. She collected dolls throughout her lifetime. She got
So-
about 1,000 before she passed.
that's a lot of doll shoes. That's a whole lot of doll shoes.
So you'll see a couple dolls scattered through here, and they're all hers.
Wow. Yeah, we got this bottles, old bottles and stuff. Those are cool.
This next area is our theater area. There's a short 20-minute movie if y'all want to watch that. It'll be right on the wall there. There's a projector up top.
So, if you'd like to purchase the full-length Emmy Award-winning video, it is for sale on our digital. It was produced by Rusty Star Productions, and this guy right here is Larry Carter. It also plays.
We exit out of this little 20-minute show. Didn't include it, so I would like you guys to go ahead and come here and visit it and see it for yourself in person. But after coming out of the show, come out in here, have all these sidearms and guns and stuff out here on the wall.
This would have been a Butterfield stagecoach headed from St. Louis, Missouri, all the way to San Francisco, California. Took around 24 days and nights, and you can go inside of it if you'd like. Usually there's another middle bench, and it would have held up to 9 people,
Go ahead.
3 per seat.
Inside of the stagecoach, guys. That's pretty cool. Hey.
Then you continue on to that next room through the TV. It's got about 500 firearms in there, as well as around 50,000 artifacts.
He's got a bunch of knives in this case. All these little ones. I like the little bitty ones.
Doing miniature things.
You could probably walk out there with a bucket and fill it up with males in about half an hour. So,
Wow.
we did stop official excavations in 2012 whenever we opened this building, but we do have some plans to go back out there.
Oh, cool. Mail opening tool, a little pin, key. Oh, done with it. Nice. Really nice. Cool book. Getting a lot of pictures. Those are cool, especially those ones like those gold. That's cool. Stars on the handle, that's cool. That's crazy. I guess the wood.
There's quite a bit. Garland, the owner, he's been collecting guns since he's about 9 years old. Wow. So most of these are of his personal collection. You can also open all those drawers and see it. They're filled with artifacts.
Right, in here, all of these have different artifacts in them. These are saddles and tacks. Just open a few of them here and there. Let's see. Some housewares. Wow, crazy looking forks. These are spoon forks. I guess butternuts. And look at another one over here. Military. Got some flattened bullets, poker chips. Yeah, some spurs there, belt buckles. Some trouble buckles. That's a cool headdress.
It's from the 1920s.
1920 headdress. Interesting. Ooh, got some actual arrows up there.
And goes right back there.
Got some notes and books in there. Got a few medals. Got two purple hearts. That's a nice looking medal. Some old flashlights. Got some antique handled knives up here. A snakeskin belt. Got some old flashlights. These are bone mirror. I'm sure what bone mirror that is. Some reloading tools. Got an old plane. These old ice skates. Wow. What's that? Was it actually like that?
That's a gag gift someone gave Garland a couple years ago.
Okay.
There are some other pretty things in here.
That's a suicide gun. Wow, look at the size of those bullets.
Majority of that casing is just gunpowder.
Old pair of binoculars. That's pretty cool. There's another one like it up there. That's pretty good. Got a lot of old medals. Old Army, Navy medals. Uniform Major General uniform. Got a whole bunch of coins, locks, keys, a bunch of buttons, and a little small brass bell. That's interesting.
That's the ghost of Lucinda. She was the first owner of the ranch in the family. She bought the land for about $500 worth of gold for 300 acres.
Wow.
1877.
Here we have actual little model work.
What the fort looked like at its height in 1860.
Cool little model of it.
It does go down, but we had to disable the. Usually it plays taps and reveille whenever it's going down.
Kind of trying to do something. These are all our brand marks.
Yep. So one of the ways you can support the fort is to pay to get your brand on the wall. So that's just some of the ranches that have put their brand on the wall.
Oh, okay. So kind of like a donation type thing.
Yep. Donation type thing.
With different ranches and different areas come donate and throw their brand up on the wall.
Sure is.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm not too sure. Take a full gander. I guess on time. If it's not, I got
These two cool cannons out these doors right here. And this one has the cannonball sitting in front of it that they used to use to load in there and shoot out.
it seemed like it's raining, so I'll take y'all out to the building.
This is our first little ruin stop of a building. Over here we've got a plaque of this ruin here. This was the hospital. And now this is what's left standing of the hospital. Remnants of the chimney there. Kind of look around. Our next stop is going to be our commanding officer's headquarters. Back wood here. left. The path back here. Got a little piece of stone there. And a little piece of stone here, and that's kind of all that's left of this building here. General quarters. Alright, then we'll go off to the next building that we can actually go inside these next two buildings.
This is the first building we'll be going inside of. We'll be going up this side right here after y'all get that.
This is the officers' quarters over here, Fountain House.
It's called that because a family by the name of Fountain used to live here.
Alright, let's go inside.
And all the walls you see painted bright white like this, as well as all the floors and roofs will have been completely rebuilt. All the furniture is passed through the family, so it ranged from the 1860s to the 1920s.
Small.
This is the height of luxury right here.
Right.
Got 22-inch thick walls, all for insulation.
Bed.
This is the room we saw in the movie with all the names on the walls. Came from an unwritten ranch hand rule that if you stayed here overnight, you'd write your name and date down.
And then here's the actual bullet markings in the wall.
And the bullet holes are actually over here from where the Comanche was shot.
Well, okay. My bad. Bullet holes are over here. And these are just the names of the
Ranch hands mostly
ranch
that
hands
came
and
out
stuff.
here.
That's an interesting looking chest. This is the doorway out.
This is usually for if we have larger groups and can't really take people inside. We'll just let them in through the door there and they can see inside.
Oh, okay. So it's more like a display type of.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't really use them anymore, so we're probably gonna get rid of them. But
Yeah. Right, so this is the double officers' quarters over here.
this was the first ranch headquarters, and it stayed that way till 1919, whenever a fire broke out. The only thing left standing was the corners of the walls. There's also a root cellar in the back, which is used for food storage. But after the fort closed down and became a ranch, they used the root cellar as a post office.
Oh, this was kind of like rebuilt then, or
Yep. You'll actually kind of see that more when you get inside here. So I previously mentioned all the white is rebuilt. So all that's left is that original wall. And of course below and above the windows is also going to be rebuilt.
oh, okay. So it's kind of like where that line is there. And this is all the kind of original furniture, just kind of donated stuff.
This is all original to the family, so this probably wouldn't have been in the actual military fort, but the ranch would probably have this set up.
Oh, okay.
And the neat thing about back in the day is officers were allowed to bring as many family members as they wanted during their tours or deployments. And one of the officers who lived here the longest lived here with his wife and 14 children.
Wow. In this little flip.
In this little place. It got so bad the lieutenant actually broke the kids up between here, the Fountain House which we were just at, and the enlisted men's barracks.
Oh, wow.
I like to think they just hung them up on the wall.
Right. Right. 1895 Warrior. They didn't believe in closets much, did they?
No, well, that's for good reason. Back in the day, people really didn't hold on to their houses for long. They moved around quite a bit, so it's easier just to have chests and armoires. You can easily pack up and move with those. There's also a thing of, for a very short period, property tax was based on rooms instead of square footage. So closets counted as an extra room.
So yeah, extra taxes.
You can only really look inside this one, but it's pretty neat.
This is the other one. You can just kind of look inside this one. Can't actually go in all the way, so we'll just take a gander through the glass.
There's probably snakes down there if I had to wager.
This is the root cellar. We can't go inside of it, but that's what it looks like.
And you also note that the rock in the post there is actually a counterweight because that door is about 75 pounds.
Wow.
Yep, so that was the kitchen out back. It had a stone foundation, but it was made of wood from above the foundation. Really not too much.
This is going to be the enlistment men barracks.
They planned to build 5 of these, but they only built 2 before they ran out of water in 1867. Watch out for that top step. The support fell out from underneath it. But these were designed with 100 men in mind. So there would have been 100 single cots in here. This is also the most well-standing building. If it wasn't for a tornado in 1962, both the front porch and roof would probably still be original.
So that's all been rebuilt since then.
So, well, it's a lot like the building next to it, which is also listed in its barracks. We decided to leave that one as it was. You kind of get to see the before and after.
Right. Okay.
This was being used as a barn for the longest time for the rain.
Oh wow.
Mostly still original.
Well, if you go by the wall, all the walls are still kind of original. Mostly original.
We're repainting all the windows and doors.
And they kept lanterns in the windows like that.
Yep, they would get lanterns in the windows. And a lot of times they would have them outside on the porch.
This is going to be another building that's what's left standing of the men's barracks.
So this is the Butterfield stage stop. It's actually the first and only fully rebuilt Butterfield stage stop in the state of Texas. Butterfield stage only ran for 2 years, or closer to 3 years, from 1858 all the way to 1861. This is a fully refurbished Butterfield stagecoach, went from St. Louis, Missouri to San Francisco, California. Have a total of 9 people. It also cost around $200 a person, which is roughly $7,000 a person now.
Yeah, so I went to Fort Chadbourne and I went to Frontier, Texas, which also kind of told a little bit about the route of the Butterfield overland deal. But they really didn't have too much of anything to kind of show for it.
There really isn't too much left of the Butterfield stage stops. As I mentioned, they only ran for 3-ish years. And then after that, most of the buildings were abandoned. This one was abandoned, so you'll notice that most of this building is not original. All that's really left is kind of parts of the chimneys and then some of the floors.
Wow. And then this would be a chuck wagon.
Yep. would have rode along in caravans with this. You can prep all your food here, got your spices and storage.
And a grinder on the side.
And a lot of times they also had community items. One of my favorite stories about that is a lot of times they would have community toothbrushes. So they'd have a bucket of water, you dip it down in there. Oh, here you go.
Yeah. I don't know about that, but big whacker.
So this went to the parrot rifle that's at the front of the building. Is that big?
Oh, the big green one in the front of the building.
They're pretty. They shoot actual bullet-looking shells out of it. And they can shoot up to 4,500 yards.
Look at this old gun here.
It's a World War I Vickers. Not quite our time period, but it's pretty cool, so gotta let it slide.
Right.
1.303. This is all the ranch's tools. As you can tell, not very many of them have changed over the years. And the one on the right's a replica. This is a hand-pulled hearse, actually. Put the coffin on top here, and then you can actually take off these end pieces and then roll them off onto the ropes. You'll note it's a little bit smaller for what an average casket would probably be now. That's because most people were only about 5'6", 5'7".
This is kind of an old type of bar area.
This came from the Zappy Saloon in Ballinger. Ran from 1904 to 1907. And after they closed down, they chopped the bar up and left it in the barn for a couple of years.
Oh, wow. This looks like kind of a banking killer type of.
This came from Ballinger's First National Bank. It's also where the Fort cashed its first check. They were remodeling a couple of years ago, so we bought the, what do you call it? The old bank tellers.
Yeah. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of our tour for Fort Chadbourne. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed everything that we went through today. And you guys can come out here. If you're on your way, if you ever come through Texas, stop by this. Come in here, support them, help them keep this place up so that everybody else can come here and see it too. And we'll see you next time. And of course, always like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for the next video. Thank you guys. Alright, also guys, stop by the gift shop, buy a few little things to help support and help them keep on rebuilding. Thanks guys, have a good one.